สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to Ed Brian's Site here on GBN Station. You're now with me, Konkanok Wishitpan. Let us start with the 7 merit-making activities in Mongolia, followed by the Ubon Ratchathani Candle Festival in Thailand, the Asanha Busha Festival in India, Sri Lanka Economic Crisis Relief by Dhammakaya Foundation, and lastly, the 19 Meditation Retreat in UK. Wat Bhavana, Mongolia organized 7 merit-making activities during 4th to 8th July 2022. Started with the first novice ordination in Mongolia, the online food offering to monks and novices, the online Dhammayatra procession for the Buddha's relics, the enshrinement ceremony of the Buddha's relic at Wat Pattamakkaya, Mongolia, the formal opening ceremony of Wat Pattamakkaya, Mongolia, the chanting ceremony for the online aesthetics offering to 223 temples throughout the world, and lastly, the online robed offering ceremony at Wat Pattamakkaya, Mongolia. According to Venerable Pratmaha Nopon Punyashayo, Associate Director of Communication Department, Wat Pattamakkaya, Thailand, he mentioned that even though Thailand and Mongolia had established religious diplomatic relations for more than 48 years, however, we still consider it as the beginning stage. Venerable Shanwit Baravisho, the abbot of Wat Pattamakkaya, Mongolian, said that there was no Thai community in Mongolia when he first visited Mongolia in 2012. He spent some time to be acquainted with the cold weather, the food, and the culture, which were pretty much different from Thailand. Throughout the past 10 years, the temple has been organized the annual lantern lighting ceremony at the Ulaanbaatar City Stadium. Each year, venerable monks from Vajrayana and Theravada Buddhist sects, as well as a large number of local residents from Ulaanbaatar and the nearby cities, travel to take part in the event. Moreover, the number of Mongolians visiting the temple to learn meditation have increased significantly. Then Wat Pattamakkaya, Mongolia is later established to accommodate the rising number of lay people, he added. Each year, at the start of Thailand's monsoon season, thousands of visitors descend upon Ubon Ratchathani to take part in a festival that owes its origins to humble candle. This city's-wide celebration, which marks the beginning of Buddhist Lent, is aptly called the Ubon Ratchathani Candle Festival. The roots of this festival lie in the Theravada Buddhist observation of Asanha Busha, which celebrates the Buddha's first sermon after his enlightenment. This date falls on the 8th month of the lunar calendar, which typically falls in mid-July, marking the start of the 3-month monsoon period which sweeps the region. On Asanha Busha, particularly in Thailand, it became customary to donate essentials to monks before the retreat, including bundles of candles they used to continue studying after dark. With the advent of electricity, the use of candles waned and such donations became more symbolic, eventually evolving into the elaborate wax sculptures of today. Although the candle festival is observed elsewhere in Thailand, nowhere can match Ubon Ratchathani's pomp and grandeur. Here, residents and visitors alike throng the city to catch a glimpse of proceedings on a day known as Wan Khao Phansa, or the first day of Vesak. On the morning of this day, large decorative wax floats are paraded around the town, starting from Thung Si Mueang, a public park located in front of City Hall. These orange sculptures, some as tall as 20 meters, showcase the fine craftsmanship that Thai artisans are known for. Once a design has been decided upon, each float is sculpted with wood and plaster or cement, then coated with beeswax before carving the final details. The procession ends once the floats are back at Thung Si Mueang, where they are judged to determine the best in show. The top 3 winners are exhibited at the park for the rest of the week, while the others can be viewed at participating temples. The International Buddhist Confederation, or IBC, supported by India government, organized the Majaka Paravatana Divas on Asantha Busha Day, 13 July 2022. There were both on-site and online activities. For online event, there were the chanting of the Majjhakapatana Sutra from international sanghas all throughout the day live via Facebook page and YouTube channel. As for the on-site event, the morning chanting, which took place at Mulaganda Kuti Vihara, was inaugurated by Mr. Anirban Patel, Honorable Governor of Uttar Pradesh, and Ms. Meenakshi Lehi, Honorable Minister of State for Culture, followed by the opening ceremony at the Buddha Theme Park Hall, which was participated by international sanghas, nuns, lay people, and students from universities. Later on in the afternoon, there was a Dhammacakka Forum meeting attended by renowned speakers. Lastly, in the evening, IBC celebrated Dhammacakra Day with a circumambulation ceremony, the light and sound performance around Dhammeka Stupa. This is the third year that IBC has been celebrating Asantha Busha Day. In the year 2020 and 2021, there were only the online event. This year's event, however, was held both online and on-site to make the significance and importance of Asantha Busha, or the Dhammacakra Day, especially the Dhammacakkappatthana Sutta, to all Buddhists around the world. Most Venerable Magu Novella Anuradha Thero, Chief Secretary of Samatha Lanka Sasana Rakshaka Mandala, have offered funds and donated food supply on behalf of the Magaya Foundation to temples in various provinces as the country is now facing economic crisis. According to Buddhist Door website, Sri Lankans are experiencing widespread of food and electricity shortages as a result of the severe economic crisis, which has pushed the country to seek assistance from its neighbor. The government has blamed foreign exchange problems caused by a tourism ban during the COVID-19 pandemic for the slump. The crisis has left the country unable to import enough fuel, resulting in severe shortages of food and other necessities. During 8th to 10th July 2022, Wat Patthamagaya London held their 19th Summer Meditation Retreat at the Open Pathway Retreat Center in Yeovil, Somerset. At this stunning location, 21 participants spent the weekend and were guided in meditation practice and listening to precious dhammas as a guidance of living life from Venerable Prat Dr. Nicholas Thanisaro and Prat Maharonapop Jotilapo. The ambience and location of the retreat was truly exceptional, being so close to nature. This, combined with the pleasant weather and tasty food, was the perfect environment to give participants the opportunity to release themselves from the stress and pressure of a busy working life. They had time to still their mind at the center of the body, cultivate merits, and be encouraged and inspired. The participants experienced a pleasant inner state and obtained the principles of Dhamma and meditation techniques, which they can apply to benefit them with their daily routines and busy lives. And our special video this week is about the basic principles of Buddhism. What is the law of karma? What is the law of attraction? And what is the difference between these two laws? Let us find out the answers together.
In Buddhism, the Lord Buddha taught about the law of karma as a means to desire your life. The law of karma is plain and simple. It's the law of causality. It talks about action and consequences, which means any consequences of retribution you receive in the future are the result of every action you do today. So think of it as you plant apple, you get apple in the future. If you plant orange, you get orange in the future. So the way you desire your life is based on the action that you do today. Let's say if apple is good action, and orange is bad action. Every single day, we plant both apples and oranges all the time. So that depends on whether in the future life or in the future of our lives, we will have a lot of apple or a lot of oranges. If we want to have many apples, that means every single moment from now, we keep planting apple. However, karma also has a bit more specific effects that help us to redesign what our life would be. Law of attraction and law of karma are quite similar to each other because law of attraction mostly talk about the manifestation, talk about your intention. In Thailand, we have a saying goes, cows go with cows, birds go with birds. Things that share like mind tend to go together. So basically, what kind of characters that you have tend to attract the similar kinds of character towards you. If you want to be surrounded with smart, with intelligent person, that means you will have to be a kind of smart, intelligent person as well, because that will draw yourself into that kind of community. So for example, if you love to read, wherever you go, you look for bookstore. If you love to drink, wherever you go, you look for winery. So that's kind of a habit that draws into different things. So basically your action will create this attraction as well. That attract to something because you tend to look into it the moment you do something habitually. One of the strongest karma of all is called habitual karma, which means action that you do habitually. And this crafts your mentality to keep looking for it. As a result of that, you're manifesting it and you're attracting all of those. And also you are more prone into doing those things a lot easier too, which will also create future effects. Therefore, if you want to attract something positive, whatever you want to attract, be that. Not just manifest in your mind, but act exactly what you're looking for. In terms of physical wealth, it is all about relationship with the giving part, the generosity. So when we are giving to someone, karma creating something called bond, this kind of karmic relationship towards one another. So like the story that you probably hear before, that one family cook one type of dish and give to everyone in the village. And many days afterwards, a lot of people in the village giving food back to this family after just one meal. So giving bears kind of same benefits. Just like you can see all business, when they start up, they are trying to do promotion by giving discount, giving free gift. So you see the generosity of giving really create these returning effects. So that's how you can design your life, starting from physical wealth by doing different types of giving, whether to animal, to human, to orphanage, to elderly, to monks, to religious facility, to charity of any kind. That would be the first thing you can design your life. When we intentionally reduce the quality of life of the others, basically we also jeopardize our own life. For example, like when I kill an animal or I hurt an animal, it will take an effect on reducing my own life mortality. So when you want to design your life to be healthier, so you should end up not hurting or killing any other living beings or any kinds. When you act on your anger, for example, when you want to hit someone, you wish your hand or your fist is tough and strong like a claw. So basically, you're intentionally shaping your body to have harsher, tougher hands. Or when you want to kick someone, you want your leg is like an iron. So instead of having regular foot, in your mind, you design your leg to be like a cow hoof or a horse hoof. Well, basically, that's how humans started to change their physical forms based on the mentality that they created, the mental object or mental image that they have. Each time when we teach someone or shaming their body, in our mind, we create a mental image. The mental image that I want to teach someone about the races, the complexions, the short, the tall, whatever they say, in our mind, we have to create that mental image. those mental image is something that we create like a blueprint for our future life to be born into. As a result of that, those things that we act on anger, those things that we act on teasing with our verbal actions, create this kind of blueprint on how our appearance would be like in the future life. So therefore, focusing on how we can use our words to be more constructive, giving the words of encouragement, the words of supportive. When our words make other people feel happier, it's also brighten up our mind. The most important thing, and number 3, is intelligence and wisdom. Intelligence and wisdom, just think about this lifetime. When you are keen to study, when you love to read, when you love to acquiring knowledge, then it means you have a lot more information. If you don't listen to anything, you don't read any books, you don't listen to any teachings, then you don't get more information, you don't obtain knowledge. Those kind of habit is the same thing you carry over lifetime as well. Plus, if your mind is clear and focused, it helps you to understand things that you read, things that you learn a lot better. And the same habits that you carry to your future life, which means that it helps you to be more intelligent when you are born into other lifetime.
Now it's time for us to say goodbye. Please make sure to check out all episodes of our At Brian's Tech News program on our website, gbnus.com. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful week. สวัสดีค่ะ